Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out more of the Pacific. This is episode 2, and IMDb refers to it as Basilone, because HBO doesn't have titles, just episode numbers. Thoughts on the last episode are on the back half of there. That was Guadacanal. That was our introduction to the boys, introduction to combat, to the Pacific, to being on the island. I imagine we're just gonna follow through the island hopping campaign, around the Marines. I don't know how in-depth this unit is gonna get versus others, because like we saw, somebody else had captured the airfield on the island. Other people had landed first. There were advanced scouts that were probably the ones that were tortured and killed, as comments had suggested to me. Yeah, I wasn't going to record this episode or have it up till next week, but it was such an overwhelmingly positive response and views on that episode. I figure I might as well double dip into it for the week. Throw out a second one in appreciation. And that also buys me more time to edit Stranger Things season 4 finale, because it's 2.5 hours long, and it's I need more time. That bitch is thick. Yeah, it kind of dawned on me later into the episode, but comments confirmed it. Yeah, some of those tripods and units and they were carrying in were just the base units, for their light machine guns that like they showed what kind of like snapped in there, and we're on the swivel. It's just wild to think about. Like my uncle was Army Rangers. No, Green Beret. Don't want to mix that up. My uncle was Green Beret, and he was part of a mortar team, and I just heard stories about like the base plate one person carries, the tube someone else carries. Like it takes like 3 or 4 people to spread around one fucking mortar, one mortar crew for a whole. And similar with that machine gun, you gotta carry the base of the machine gun along with your pack and your rifle and your gear. It's ridiculous. Okay, this has been 3 minutes of rambling. We're going to cut it down to something shorter because no one cares. Let's just get into it. This is the second episode of the Pacific, Basilone. Here we go.
There were long periods on Guadalcanal when we really and truly figured none of us would survive, or that we were expendable. The Japanese Navy came in and sank all of our escorts.
This is, recapping what we saw in the last episode.
And our supplies, food, and most of our ammunition went down with it. And if they could supply their troops, and we couldn't. Pressure was on us from the Japanese 24 hours a day, and they bombed every day in big formations.
But the whole Guadalcanal campaign was one of near starvation, as I recall it.
Like, you're going up against a force with enough people that they can constantly cycle in fresh and constantly keep pressure on you. And then the whole time people are getting sick. You got no food and no ammo. Part 2. And there were one of the islands where a volcano blew up way back when. Look how big those fucking bipods are, man. Like, oh yeah, thanks also to the comments who said that was Timmy from Jurassic Park. I did not look it up. I'm trying to not be spoiled by the cast. Like, I know keep your fucking head down. Like, I know Rami Malek's in the show, but I haven't seen him yet that I can recall. Good thing a grenade wasn't tossed over there. I'm always so worried about dispersion and how close people are.
Jesus Christ, fuckers really are sneaky.
Well, if they're in a defensive position and you're patrolling through, yeah, you're gonna be the one who takes the shit generally. Looks like the guy who played Paul Atreides in the sci-fi version of Dune.
What are those? Army rations from 1918.
Oh, God.
You suck on them for about an hour or two.
That one guy looks like Cooper from Euro Trip.
Can't wait to see you and ever so slowly strip you of your You don't need to hear that part. I'm gonna tell her the truth. We've been swallowed by the jungle and 5,000 Japs waiting to kill us.
I mean, I appreciate the optimism some of them have, but you gotta also stay grounded and be in reality. Rice without beef, rice without chicken, rice without shrimp.
What? Get the fuck off, lads!
People are on edge over the dumbest shit right now.
So the Japs got us surrounded. Is that what's bugging you?
John, I shit like 20 times a day. My ass is killing me.
With maggots in there. Come on, man.
Think of it as meat.
Fuck it.
Next.
Would you care to know what the Nips think of us?
I think it's funny that I remembered him as Death, and he's Chesty Puller. So it's like, yes, he kind of is Death.
But Marines, a special force recruited from jails and insane asylums for bloodlust.
It's funny because Chesty Puller tried to join the army too, like originally, and he couldn't get in. I don't know what it was, the officer program, or he didn't qualify, or I forget the story. But he's like, "Fuck it," he hit Marine Corps.
See, Evans? The Army don't know the Japs bombed the airfield, not the beach.
Yo. Also, all the Marines are like, "Yeah, thank you. We'll have some food now." Someone's personal footlocker. I'm taking your shoes. That's fucked up. Oh, okay. Well, sucks to be that soldier, but yeah, that's the Army stuff. The Army didn't bring it for the Marines, and they sure as fuck wouldn't. There's no way someone doesn't get in trouble for that.
Army captain from the 164th's raising hell about somebody breaking into his trunk and stealing a box of cigars.
He's got Johnny Walker in his lap.
Who said they're his favorite pair of moccasins? Well, you might want to watch where you wear those. Or smoke any cigars you might not have.
Yeah, I see you. And a whole bunch of shit in the back.
Drink any hooch you might not have.
Peaches. I got the goddamn runs. You had to get peaches.
They're all out of cheese, runner.
Don't waste it. You're wasting it. It's like when people pour beer over their face and it shoots out everywhere. It's like, you're wasting the beer, man. Get it in you. Y'all are gonna throw up, aren't you? Too sweet? Too big of a shock?
Peaches. Your new name is Peaches.
Fuck you. Your new nickname is Old Faithful.
Fuck you, Peaches.
Why is he not in the hole yet? Jesus, dude. All you can do is hope it doesn't land in your hole or a tree doesn't land on you. There is insane footage of drones with cameras right now in Ukraine. We'll just take a grenade or a bomb, fly it right over some people and drop it on them while they're sleeping. Just blow people to pieces. Alright, what is the damage this next day?
Start digging out.
I think I cut it out last episode, but somebody was like shell shook in a hole, just like broken, and then that guy was just losing his shit crying. Everyone has their breaking point. And give it enough bullshit, it can manifest. Puppy!
If the Japs do break through, and they retake the airfield, our orders are to take to the jungles and fight as guerrillas. This is not going to happen.
I mean, in Rifleman Dodd, you learn what one soldier going, on their own can do to a larger group with precision, with tactical, awareness.
Yes, sir.
So it's a shitty situation, and it's like, don't let it come to that, guys. Like, let's not let it become disorganized, crazy guerrilla hits.
You'll be singled up, just like Chesty said.
Okay, Marines, let's get the supply.
Like singled up in a hole, not even buddied up. You're spread that thin. Oh, is that a cloth for changing out hot barrels? Is that what that is? When you gotta...
Want some limit stakes in there, Sergeant?
The Japs are on the move.
Only the officers get the lucky strikes.
Well, I can't have my platoon suffering.
Eyes open, ears up.
This dude, man, like he's always locked in, always looking out for everyone. Cinematically, that has me worried. Soggy cracker with jelly.
Puller, report, over.
I got the whole fucking Jap army headed your way.
When they're past you, pull out and hook up with Able Company. 1st Battalion, hold your fire as long as possible.
So even Chesty's telling that lookout to pull back to somewhere else, not to engage from the rear, not to sacrifice themselves. Like, no, get somewhere else. Fucking flares. Ah, fuck. There's no way that they saw the flare and popped off mortars that quickly. They had to have had this tree line, like, sighted out already. You just expected them to be dug in there. Cover, cover, cover. Shotty, okay.
How much ammo you got? Half a belt. That's it? Yeah. This is our last box too, Sergeant.
It, man. Just a complete fucking bullet storm. I did night drills and saw one time every fucking person had tracers. Full mag tracers, everything tracers. It was a straight up madness storm of coverage of damage at what we were shooting at.
They broke through! They overran us! Both guns are out! How we're going! We gotta help JP!
Ah, fuck. He didn't have the cloth, the hot barrel on your fucking arm. Woo! Damn. God, absolute madness. Just this transition of almost death to killing. Someone else runs in. Almost death, killing. Almost getting killed, killing. It's just... Oh shit. Just absolute fucking carnage. Well, you know, if they run out of ammo, at least the enemies had plenty of guns laying around.
The hell was that? Now you got a clear field of fire. A clear field? Report. Evans, stay here. Hold this position.
That's why he cleared. I was wondering why he ran out there too. Holy shit. Like, people are in behind the lines and you're trying to do fucking ammo resupply and there's people between you and there and... That's why Marines are really big on always keeping your weapons clean, always keeping everything pristine, because you don't want any sort of faults, any sort of failures in a situation like this. It's game over. This motherfucker, dude. This has got to be Basilone, right? See? Always cleaning, see? Earlier they had their shit broken down cleaning.
Those are 3rd-degree burns. Have a seat over there and we'll get you one.
Oh my god, from when he fucking had the machine gun laying on across his arm. That is absolute insanity.
Sir, anybody bring in Sergeant Rodriguez last night? Manny Rodriguez?
I wish I could keep track.
Nice work. I'm putting you in for a medal, John.
It's like you captured it, someone else is gonna babysit it. We got more ass to kick somewhere else. Well, Shane, you made it to the 2nd episode. Think about that. You can't find your friend, but he's not at medical. Had to fucking go out into the jungle and find him. Better? Bribe him? What are you gonna do?
I'm enlisting tomorrow. I'd do it tonight if they were open.
Yeah, so that's Tim from Jurassic Park. I haven't looked at the cast yet because I want to be surprised by who shows up. I mean, it's a lot better than the other dad's relationship, who was saying goodbye to Lecky or Leaky or whatever, Leachy. He was just acting like, no big deal, damn car, blah, blah, blah.
For those who fell, there is no hell. Not for the brave who died.
Must be tough to write that poem. I mean, what the hell rhymes with Guadalcanal?
How fucked are we now on Guadalcanal?
We're finally leaving this shithole.
On to the next one, right? Hey.
As fast as a bullet goes. It's just a split second.
He was where he was, and, you know, did what he did.
If it happens, it happens.
Watch out through 1400, I'm sorry.
Hey, we heard there was coffee.
Because I heard it was bad.
Real fucking bad. What do you want?
Everybody's heard of Guadalcanal in the 1st Marine Division. You guys are on the front page of every newspaper in America.
They thought he was just a pissy little squid asking us questions, but they have a reputation. Hell of an episode. Alright, let us get to the outro, shall we? Episode 2 of the Pacific, Basilone. The 1st and 7th Marines endure jungle hardships and a Japanese barrage in an attempt to retake a lost airfield in Guadalcanal. Okay. Alternative episode title, fucking shitstorm of machine gun fire night fighting. Holy fuck. So with Chesty saying to him, I'm putting you up for a medal, John. Yeah, that is John Basilone. He did, I'm pretty sure he was a recipient of the Medal of Honor. I shouldn't say winner. I said winner in the other episode when I heard his name. Recipient. Editing that is going to be madness, because even just experiencing it was crazy. Between running out of ammo on the lines and having to clear the pile of bodies to make a line of sight, and then running ammo back and forth, and then palming wristing a machine gun on your wrist, and just 3rd degree burning the fuck out of yourself to just mass kill all the Japanese that were coming towards them. And then there was a hand-to-hand section that was fucking crazy. There's been a few movies that have sequences like that where one fight turns into a kill, turns into another. Like it just kept coming to them, and it was choreographed well, it was acted well. I can't even imagine, like, being in that situation, just juggling one life or death thing and then switching gears to another. But I guess that's part of, being in combat, and, just like, feeling can come later. We have shit to do right now. We can think about it later. We can feel about it later. Just an absolute wild episode. The first episode is great, and then this was even crazier, and now they're heading somewhere new, and I'm curious to see where that is, but I think I'm going to watch that episode another day, because this does it for me for now. Again, mentioned from the intro, I think I'm going to bump this up ahead in the week, in the schedule, just as appreciation for, the feedback and exposure that the first episode got. And also because I need more time to edit the season for finale of Stranger Things, because it is entirely too long of an episode. It's like 2 hours, 20 minutes. So it's like 3 episodes worth to edit. Alright, so yeah, I appreciate you spending your time here. I hope this is worth your time ultimately. And I look forward to the next episode, and maybe I'll catch you then. Thanks again for being here, and goodbye.